President Museveni warmly welcomed all delegates to Uganda for the opening of the second African Nuclear Business Platform Conference and Exhibition 2023 at Speak Resort, Munyonyo. He congratulated the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development as well as the Nuclear Business Platform for organizing and hosting the conference. The president further noted that the sustainable development and the utilization of these resources necessitates establishing transparent and well-balanced partnership with key technology provider.
Can go as low as 4 US cents per kilowatt hour. Nuclear power is an economic source of electricity generation, combining the advantages of security, reliability, and very low greenhouse gas emissions. On the other hand, nuclear science and technology in the non-electricity applications continues to play a pivotal role in the various sectors of government. For example, treatment and diagnosis of disease in human health, mainly for cancer management, improvement of agricultural productivity through mutation breeding and pest control in food and agriculture, research and industry. I've just returned from Algeria, where I had the opportunity of visiting the Nuclear Research Institute of Algiers. I was impressed by the strides made by the government of the Republic of Algeria. I wish to note that nuclear specialists in the country are currently trained abroad, but now government is fast-tracking the establishment of the Center for Nuclear Science and Technology at Soroti University. The center will play a critical role for human capital development and will facilitate nuclear research and development in the country. The International Atomic Energy Agency is a key partner in promoting the safe, secure, and peaceful use of nuclear energy.
While referring to the speech by the representative of the South Korean CEO of the Korean Hydro and Nuclear Company, who said Korea has made great strides in the nuclear development.
Production of radioisotopes for cancer management in our country.
For one thing, safety is almost concerned as nuclear accident can have dire consequences. But above all else, building and running a nuclear power plant requires that the necessary infrastructure is in place. A transmission line that sends the electricity generated from the nuclear power plant needs to be built also. In addition, a nation must have an energy capacity to prepare for when the reactor is shut down so as to minimize the impact on the power system. This is why upfront costs are high. Although large-scale power plants have their advantages, some countries may find it difficult to build them right away. This is where SMRs come in. Against this backdrop, many countries around the world are turning their attention to SMRs. As the name suggests, SMRs are much smaller than a traditional reactor, both in terms of size and power capacity. And each SMR consists of several parts: the reactor, steam generator, and the coolant pump that can be assembled.
Mr. Museveni pointed out that the people of Africa and Uganda in particular, including the government officials, lack the mentality to initiate development programs, citing Korea that was in the 1960s poorer than some of the African countries today has 25 nuclear power plants. He said in 1986, Uganda was generating only 60 megawatts of electricity, and the country will soon generate 2,100 megawatts of electricity, observing that it will not be enough for the country's needs. He added that Uganda needs about 100,000 megawatts of electricity. On uranium, the president retaliated his firm stand that the natural mineral will never be exported as it is needed for the generation of nuclear power.
And they said they wanted to, we have quite a bit of uranium here, quite a bit. And some people came and they said they wanted to export uranium. I said, no, I will not allow anybody to export our uranium because we need it. We need it here. We need it for our power generation. So if you hear that, then don't be surprised. I am the one who stopped the export of uranium. and I will not allow it as long as I'm in charge here.
President Museveni further told delegates that the potential of rivers in Africa that include Nile, Congo, Niger, and Zambezi is about 300 megawatts and they are not reliable. President Museveni also witnessed the signing of 3 memorandum of understanding between the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development officials and partners in the nuclear energy sector.
MOUs between the Ministry of Energy and INVAMP has happened.
The Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Robin Nabanja, said nuclear power is one of the options that will enable Uganda to achieve global goals of accessing electricity for all. She added that the potential sites for the construction of the plants have been identified, one of them being in Muyende.
I do appreciate the agency that sent a team of international experts to evaluate Uganda nuclear power infrastructure development during the Integrated Nuclear Infrastructure Review Mission conducted in this country in the year 2021. Uganda received the end of mission report in the year 2022 in May.
The first memorandum of understanding was that of the establishment of the Center of Excellence at Soroti University and was signed by the Minister of State for Energy, Honorable Cassio Polot. Professor Ikoja signed on behalf of the university. The second memorandum of understanding was for the establishment of the Center of Nuclear Science and Technology at Soroti University, was signed by the Vice President, Mr. Pablo Abet, and Honorable Okasia signed on behalf of the government of Uganda. The third memorandum of understanding was for the development of a nuclear power plant in Uganda and was signed by the CEO of South Korea's Hydra Nuclear Power Company. The Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Honorable Ruth Nankabira, who was represented by the Minister of State for Energy, Honorable Okasia Opolot, told the audience that the nuclear power offers many advantages, such as reliable and sustainable energy supply to enable industrialization and thus energy security. Running from the 14th to the 17th March and hosted by the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, the African Nuclear Business Platform 2023 has attracted over 300 stakeholders from the domestic and international nuclear community who pursue nuclear energy implementation to understand and discuss nuclear energy developments in Africa and explore areas of strategic collaborations to move Uganda and African countries' nuclear industry forward. Anslem Ojaru, live at 8.
Into